Hey everybody, it's Wednesday night and it's time for Super Geeked Up. All right, hey everybody. That's right. It's a martial arts extravaganza, Shang-Chi, lots of other stuff we're going to be talking about on tonight's show. I'm Jeff. This is Francis. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. See a lot of people already in the live chat. If you've never seen us before, this is Super Geeked Up, your live geeky pop culture show. We talk zany, geeky topics, play fun, geek-themed improv games with your help. We're going to use your suggestions for some of our games later on, and we want to hear your answers to our questions, which we're going to kick off right now with Francis has our first super geeky question.
Well, look, with the current Marvel What If series, we get to see characters in a whole new light. But what MCU characters that haven't shared much screen time would you like to see team up in a movie?
All right. Yes, I know, folks, a lot of, because when I was thinking of this, I know a lot of them were, almost all of them were in the Infinity War Endgame, right? But, a lot of that just huge battles. It's not like they really had a lot of time. I'm thinking more like, like you said, like team up kind of deals.
Yeah.
So tell us in the chat there, folks. I got a few. What's one of yours though?
Well, right off the bat, I would love to see the. I don't know if they're the comic relief of these films, but Happy Hogan and Luis from Ant-Man teaming up to just be a comedic duo together as they.
Oh wait, Happy Hogan is the Iron Man as Jon Favreau, right?
Is Jon Favreau? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Luis, okay.
And Luis, who was the guy who tells all the stories, and
he's great.
Yeah, he's fantastic. And you see that Happy Hogan can fight a little bit. He boxed Black Widow in Iron Man 2 and kind of boxed the security guard for 20 minutes while Black Widow dispersed of 17 different bad guys.
Right. He got his ass kicked by Black Widow, but you're right. He can box one individual at a time.
Yes. Yeah. So there'll be some, there's some, fighting, I guess.
Hello. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. So we're getting some answers in the chat. So this is fine. I was thinking specifically my answer is MCU cinematic, but you can totally go with the comics here, folks. We got Squirrel Girl and Howard the Duck. Okay, what is this? Why is there two Howard the Duck answers in a row and then Dazzler?
Well, Howard the Duck is an MCU character.
Wait, is he? Because at the end of Guardians 2, is that where he makes?
He's in Guardians.
Post credits. This is the post credits.
Yes, in the first Guardians. Yeah, he's in the post credits.
Oh, that's right. Guardians. That's why I skipped that one because I refused to see him.
He's also in the main fight at Endgame. So he's in the ending battle of Endgame. You actually.
What do you mean? Like you can see him if you look really closely or something?
Mm-hmm. He's in the front. He's in the front row. He's one of the front.
Oh, thank God I missed that too. I must just have his ability now where I just can't see him at all, which is great.
Just phase him out. Who's the? Oh my God, who was the werewolf in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Oz.
The guy who plays Oz is the voice of Howard the Duck.
The new Howard the Duck.
Yeah, this version of the MCU Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that's gonna annoy me.
Seth Green.
Seth
Green. Yeah. So he's the voice of Howard the Duck, and they do have a what if that doesn't feature Howard the Duck, but you get to see and hear Howard the Duck a lot more. So if you don't want to watch,
Howard the Duck is in one of the what ifs.
He's in one of the what ifs. Yeah.
Okay, I've only watched the first what if, and I think I'm gonna stop there because I like that one, and I feel like it's all going to go downhill from there. So I'm just going to stop. And I also keep hearing how it gets darker, and I don't want any of that shit. So.
Well, yeah. As a matter of fact, there hasn't. The next one is supposed to be lighthearted, but this last one was pretty. It wasn't dark per se, but it was pretty not happy.
Yeah, well, we can't have happy stuff. That's ridiculous.
And then we have Party Thor. Apparently, there's an episode with Party Thor, so that's the happy one.
Party Thor. I don't really want to see that either because I think that's ridiculous. But normally that would be good. All right, well here I'll give one of mine. I was trying to think someone with Shang-Chi because it's like my new favorite MCU movie now. I'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
So I said, what about Shang-Chi and Spider-Man? Because they're both like really good at aerial jumping around, like combating type stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously Spider-Man is, right, because of his abilities, but Shang-Chi, look at the way he was like on the roof thing on the bus. He's flipping all around. He's flying, right? Like, So, and Shang-Chi is not a super serious character, right? He likes to do karaoke. He likes to have some fun.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely basing it off of the MCU because in the comics,
MCU version, in the comics, he's probably, I'm guessing, pretty more serious, right?
Well, in the comics, he's a spy-ish type character. Like he's not real. He's a master of kung fu, of course, because that's the title of the comic.
Yes, he actually does. Well, he knows all the kung fu.
Because he's one of the actual people who knows all the kung fu. And he's not. It's not that he's serious. It's more than he has no powers, and so he's just a regular dude who knows a lot of kung fu, and that's kind of his thing. It's like it's espionage and trying to figure out stuff like that. So, but with the use of kung fu, which I'm gonna make a weird tangent for you, Jeff, because I'm curious if you're interested in this game. But there's a game coming out called Sifu that I think you'll Sifu, yeah.
Not Shifu, but Sifu.
Sifu, yeah. Because Sifu is teacher in SIFU.
Oh well, I know it as Shifu. That's teacher.
Oh, maybe it's Shifu, but the game
they're spelling it Sifu.
It's spelled SIFU, yeah.
Okay, it may just be different spellings of the same kind of idea.
But it's a martial arts game. It looks cool, and every time you get beaten down, you age. You just age. But you learn new types of kung fu and learn all types of martial arts. It looks really good.
I brought up just some images real quick.
See if we can. Yeah, I'm excited for that game. So
is it a fighter like Street Fighter or is
no? It's a single player like beat 'em up.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
At first, I got worried because I thought it was only PS5, but it does say it's going to be for Windows too. So
yeah.
At least I get it for that.
So I'm excited for that. That's all. Just wanted to mention that.
Oh,
game
thank you for
it looks cool.
Thank you. That's awesome. When's it? Oh, I didn't catch it.
Since you were playing Jade Empire,
Yes. When is it coming out? I missed that.
In a couple weeks.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm loving Jade Empire, but I'm playing Tales of Arise. I just got that on Friday.
I love the Tales series. How are you liking Tales of Arise?
I love it. I don't know if I've played any of the Tales, maybe back in the day one, but and you don't have to play this game. It's like a new entry.
Oh yeah, it's like Final Fantasy. It's like every iteration is a new game.
But I'm loving it. It has this great, and we'll get back to the question in a minute, folks. So welcome, Marks. Welcome, Julia. Everybody, Scorpio. It has a great anime style, which is my favorite kind of art style. The art style is really cool.
Yeah.
The voice acting is great. Story's cool so far. The actual like action where you fight is like a really fast-paced, fun system. And I actually love that it has cutscenes. Yep. Like I find most games nowadays don't do cutscenes. They do all in-game. Everything's in-game now, right? Yeah. Which is fine because the games look so good. But I actually appreciate that this actually does full-on anime cutscenes, like you would see in an anime movie or TV, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So like I just appreciate because I miss cutscenes, man. I was like, yeah, I want to see that.
The only other game I know of that does that, not regularly, but does enough of it is Persona 5.
Oh, nice. Well, I wish I could play that, but it's only a PlayStation.
Yeah.
But you know what? Games used to do cutscenes all the time before,
they did, yeah.
Because graphics weren't that hot, right? So they would like, hey, now we're actually going to show you some really awesome cutscene.
Here's an FMV.
Yes. Full motion video. Oh yeah. Wing Commander.
Oh yeah.
Where's Mark Hamill? All right. Anyway, sorry. Back to the question, folks. Thank you. I'll have to check out Sifu. Oh, sorry. I'm really excited. I went in Thursday to pre-order Tales of Arise at GameStop because these kind of games. Okay, I'll show you. I actually like to have the cover, like to have the actual thing. And then he's like, "Oh, you can get that today." I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're doing a pre-release at 9 p.m." And I was like, "Oh, you are? I thought that was at midnight." He's like, "Oh yeah, but to keep it because sometimes you can download it early. GameStop's doing it at 9 to kind of not lose everything to digital."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll be back at 9 o'clock." And great. So that was a great surprise. I got like a night early.
I'm just glad the GameStop still exists.
Yes, me too.
I want it to keep existing.
Yes, that was a cool series, Wing Commander. All right, anyway. So Shang-Chi and Spider-Man is one of my choices. Let me get back to the chat choices. Let's see here. Well, so many while we were talking about video games. Rescue. Who's Rescue?
Rescue is Pepper Potts' Iron Man suit. She has her own suit called Rescue.
Oh, it's called Rescue?
In the comic books, it's called Rescue. I don't think it's called Rescue in the MCU, but she does that bluish purple suit is the Rescue suit. So
well, speaking of Wasp, I would like to see Wasp team up with Black Widow. I think that'd be a cool.
Oh yeah.
duo there.
Yeah.
Carrie wants to see the Bug Brigade, Ant-Man, Wasp, Spider-Man, throw in Black Widow too. Oh, that's
Sure.
nice.
Oh, that's so funny.
That'd also be great if they call themselves the Bug Brigade.
They have to, right? Like, come on. Marvel should know that they have like a million bug characters. They need to have like the Bug Brigade and like the Zoo Squad, because it's all like Squirrel Girl and Wolverine and all like animal.
Wait, did they call it the Zoo Squad?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
But they should. They should.
She-Hulk and Howard the Duck need to do a team up. Lich's mate says he would often do crossovers in the sensational She-Hulk, so just Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man and Deadpool were huge as team ups. Yeah.
The Cronies wants to see Howard the Duck in every Stanley cameo character. I like the Stanley cameo characters idea.
I just love that Howard the Duck is now like.
This is ridiculous.
Let's do
Stop putting Howard the Duck in everything. Let's see here. Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah, finally.
They must have at some point, right? Be in the comics together.
No, they're often. No, they're not often in the comics, but you're right. They probably are at some point. Yeah, I want to say it's only because of the friendship between Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds is why they wanted.
Because he makes funny references to Wolverine all the time in the Deadpool movies. But now that there's going to be a new Wolverine at some point, right? Maybe they will do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Lewis from Ant-Man, as you mentioned, and Peter Parker in a buddy cop movie. That would be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun.
How about this does not happen? Howard the Duck wielding the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh man, I love it.
Sifu would be Chinese Shaolin based then. Scorpio's asking.
I don't know. Is it? Well, yeah. So it is Wing Chun Kung Fu in the game.
Okay.
So you're doing a lot of that type of kung fu.
So Mark's it says Sifu is a normal title for teacher in Chinese martial arts. So in the story I'm writing for, and that you're part of too, where his anthology marks is that he's editing Dragons of a Different Tale. I use Shifu, which is also what I've seen other like the Kung Fu series that uses and other things. So Marks, do you know, is it just like two different ways to say the same thing, maybe depending on what part of China you come from, or?
Shifu is Mandarin, Sifu is Cantonese.
Ah, well, there you go.
There you go.
Okay, I'm cool using the Mandarin than I'm cool with that actually. Because I made it based more on like mainland China, so.
Okay, yeah.
All right, good to know. So let's see here. What else do we have? No stores open until midnight anymore. Well, yes, but they normally wouldn't, right? But I did like when they would, special times, right? They would stay open later to the special releases. And then you would get it, and you would drive home, and you would start playing.
Yeah.
Or in my case with Dragon Age 3, Dragon Age Inquisition, I had not finished Dragon Age 2, but I was... Oh, wait, was that Dragon Age the first one? No, it was the first Dragon Age, I think. Anyway, I remember one time I got the new Dragon Age, and I hadn't quite beat the previous one. So I got it at midnight. I went home, played Dragon Age for like 7 hours to beat it, and then started the new one for an hour. And then it was very early in the morning.
Wow.
Scorpio wants to see the Punisher interact with some of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sure. Punisher definitely doesn't get enough play, so yeah.
Oh my God. Marx wants Howard the Duck to have his own martial arts movie. He would know all the martial arts. Yep, him and Richard Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's trying to become the Howard the Duck episode here.
Well, look, the more you resist, Jeff, is the more that
I know. I should just say, yes, I love Howard the Duck. Give me more. Do you have what other team ups? Do you have any other team ups you want to see in the MCU?
Well, because a lot of the MCU, at least MCU as it is now, they're satisfying a lot of the characters. There's the doctor, the female doctor from Doctor Strange, who gets zero play and is like the love interest.
Do you mean the one who teaches him?
No. She's an actual doctor. She's like the guy. She's the one who keeps Stephen Strange kind of sane, right? Because he's
wow. I guess I don't remember this movie very well. There was a female doctor prevalently in Doctor Strange.
Yeah. So in Doctor Strange, so he and another doctor, they're like his love interest is this female doctor played by
Vaguely remembering.
Yeah, I
Is she
can't.
is she only in the beginning or she's throughout the movie?
She's throughout the movie. There's an actual scene where he leaves his ethereal body,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, don't do this to me!" And, she's like freaking out. Her last scene is when he leaves her at the hospital. So they kind of sideline her super quick in that movie, which is really sad because in the What If, Dr. Christine Palmer.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you, Carrie. So they sideline her super quick in that film so that he can do other stuff. It sucks because
Does he get back with her at the end?
No, that's what sucks. Is like they never. She's like forgotten after that one scene, and it's like
that's silly.
It is, especially since the What If is about her, and it's like you can't do that. Because you sidelined her so quickly in the movie, and now you're making.
Oh, one of the what ifs is about her.
One of the what ifs is about her. Like it's centralized. It's her, and it's the actress who played her. She's the voice actress.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Character. So,
Marks wants to see Thor and Hercules in a buddy comedy. That'd be fun.
Hercules. Oh wait, man, yeah.
There is a Marvel Hercules, right?
Yeah. He's bare chested, and he has a little tiara, and yeah.
A tiara. I don't think he would call it a tiara. Right?
Well, even what Luke Cage wears a tiara, which is like he has like a little headband.
Well, it's a headband, not a tiara, right? A tiara is like a princess type thing, right? Like a crown.
Weirdly enough, they call it a tiara. I think in the comics.
Luke Cage calls it tiara.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. that's great. Okay, cool.
But Hercules is great. He's super. He only has the super strength, I think, but he's apparently one of the strongest characters in the MCU or in Marvel Comics.
Marx thinks What If has done a great job showing forgotten characters in the MCU.
100%. I do agree.
Necrodius wants to see Howard the Duck and Frog, Thor, and Shazam.
Throg.
That's DC, but that's okay. I love Shazam.
You're right. Yeah, there's no Shazam in it's Captain
well, there's
Marvel.
their own Captain Marvel, which Shazam used to be Captain Marvel, the original Captain Marvel.
That's true.
A circlet. Okay, I like that.
Circlet. There you go. It's a circlet. Yeah.
Oh, Rachel McAdams. Wait a minute. Was Rachel
McAdams the doctor?
The doctor? Okay.
She was the doctor,
I like her.
Yeah.
Was sorely underused, like most Marvel girlfriends, save for Pepper, are underused or fridged.
Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, she was fridged. So sad. They shouldn't have done that to her. She's a good actress. And I like her.
Well, at least she got a What If then. That's good.
She did get a What If.
Okay. Headband is another way we could say it.
Okay, fine.
He just wants to call it tiara, folks. All right.
Tiara.
All right. Cool. I had one last one. Spider-Man and Ant-Man, I think, would be a fun buddy type fun movie too.
Oh, totally. Oh yeah.
They're both fun characters.
I know there's someone else. There's got to be someone I'm missing that is like actual MCU and just was. I mean, sure, Throg, which is Frog Thor, but
which is on the Loki show, right?
Yeah, it was a little cameo, little Thor frog in a glass jar. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's I mean, because they're gonna give everyone else a lot of play from here on out now that the main guys are gone. I would like to see. Yeah, I would like to see. Definitely. Even though Bucky had a little bit of a show in Winter Soldier. Yeah, Falcon the Winter Soldier. He needs his own. I think he has enough charisma and star power to have a show, have a movie, or have something where he has.
Oh, you think so? Him. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Bucky doesn't do a lot for me. I'll be honest with you.
Well, Bucky is supposed to be before the Falcon, the next Captain America.
Yeah, but I like Falcon in it because Falcon's why I watch that show. Really.
Yeah.
Although I mean, by the end, I think they had developed enough of their buddy stuff there that it worked well between those.
It did, yeah.
Thor plus Hercules equals Thorcules. Okay.
Yes, we could use some more Thorcules.
Wow, that just reminded me of something though. Thank you, sir. I was trying to write some kind of ship stuff in one of my stories today, and I totally forgot to do it. So thanks for that reminder, Necrodius.
Make sure you have
now I'm going to go do that.
Name.
Not the one for you, Marks, but one of my own.
Yeah, have a ship name though. It has to have a cute ship name.
Let's see here. All right, Jubilee. All right, just Necrodius, man. I'm with you. I'm with you on Jubilee. I love Jubilee.
Well, Tammy
Jubilee and Colleen Wing. Okay, I'm behind this one, Tammy. That's Iron Fist, right? Colleen Wing. Yeah. Doctor Doom, Doc Ock, and Doctor Strange. All right, a lot of the Doc crew there. Let's see. Wait, no. Hang on. Well, Doctor Strange is a doctor. Doctor Doom is not.
Dr. Octopus is an doctor. Yeah.
Is Dr.
He's a PhD.
Is he a scientist or is he an actual doctor? He's just a PhD, right?
He's a PhD, yeah.
Yeah, so only one of those is like a medical doctor. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. All right, cool. All right, there you go. Good choices, folks. All right, let's do our first Geeky Improv game. Then we're going to talk more martial arts stuff later and play ridiculous rhyming later in the show. Talk a little Shang-Chi as well. All right. Oh, and no, I'm going to tell you right now, actually. Special guest next week. Very excited. Met her. Yeah. You might as well get it out right away, right? And then we'll remind you later. I met her at DragonCon. I was on a panel with her. She was awesome. Gigi Edgley from Farscape is going to be our guest next week. I'm very excited. She's awesome. She was great on the panel, and I can't wait to geek out with her.
She's like the nicest person.
She is. She was like crazy nice, energetic, and awesome.
I can't. She needs to be in. She is underused because she needs to be in a million more things. She just needs to be in everything. She's just so great.
Yeah, let's get her in the MCU. Mark's is excited. There you go.
Yeah.
So definitely tune in for that, folks. Tell all your friends. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Ooh, she's in Star Trek Continues.
Yes, I saw that. She also hosted the Jim Henson Creature Shop Challenge back on, I think, Sci-Fi back in the day. Networking for the win. Wahoo. That's right. Actually, so in the next few weeks, you should see a few different guests from DragonCon I met, but we're excited to get Gigi on so quickly. All right. So are you... I thought you were frozen. Jeez. You were like... Just paused like this. You weren't like moving. All right. Hey, speaking of that, wow, what a great segue for our next game. It's called Super Camera Freeze. That's what you were doing. Thank you. You were just setting me up.
I was segueing into the game.
So, folks, we're gonna do a scene where we're gonna pretend our cameras are freezing. So one of us at any time can call off something like, "Oh, what's that? Your camera froze," or something to that effect, and then the other person has to redo the line they just said. All right, so we need some fictional characters from you guys that we can play. Let's start off with that before we get the scene going. Let's see, hang on. Whoops, I'm trying to get this clue. They keep popping up. Listeners Mate likes Gigi. She sang with Bonnie Gordon from the Library Bards before. Oh, that's cool. They've been on our show, the Library Bards. Marks can see Gigi playing Calypso from X-Men. Is she one of the Morlocks?
Yes.
Is that right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, they're going to be doing all new X-Men stuff, right? So they got to... Oh, my God. I should have known they're going to suggest Howard the Duck. We also got Wolverine and Galactus and Neo. I still got to watch the freaking Matrix 4 trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you have it? Oh, it's good.
No. I did watch the Hawkeye trailer today, though.
What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I liked whoever what's the girl's actual name going to be? Is it going to just be Hawkeye or something else?
Oh, her name in the movie or in the show.
The actual character she's playing.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I'm blanking on the
name. It's like his protege, right? Who takes over for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, she seems really fun. I like her. I was kind of annoying that they kept playing Christmas music because it's September, and I didn't want to hear that. So the whole trailer was to that because it's set at Christmas.
Yeah, it's set in Christmas. Yeah, he even says it at the end. It's like
yes, I know the whole thing's set at Christmas. Kate Bishop, thank you. That's who it is. Frog Thor is another suggestion we have. Of course, we have our Lady Face Slap. Baloo and Kid Cloud Kicker. Who's Kid Cloud Kicker?
Oh, from Tailspin.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. Baloo's in Tailspin too.
Baloo's the
originally Jungle Book, right? And then
Kid Cloud Kickers,
All right, now they're making up ones like we do in our superhero sound
the toilet paper pirate. Arr, I need me some toilet paper.
All right, let's
best believe in it. Shits. Because you're in one.
All right, who are you want to be?
I will be. Oh man, it's all fake people. No, real people.
No, take one of the real characters. There's plenty of real characters.
Because I'm like, oh, Admiral accent. No,
I'll be Blue. Fine, I'm going to be Blue.
You'll be Blue. I will be.
You got some ducks.
I know. I have so many ducks. I'll be Galactus for just for shiggles.
All right. You're Galactus. Oh, hello, Kathy. Snagglepuss. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh, exit stage left.
Exit. He's the one, right?
Mercy me to
exit stage right.
Exit. Yeah, exit stage right.
All right. What are Baloo and Galactus doing, folks? Give us a scene suggestion. This is great. I don't know what these two would be doing, but hopefully Galactus needs to he needs a plane ride, and Blue's the only one who he can charter a plane with or something.
Yeah, the Eater of Worlds needs a plane ride.
Yeah, he just can't get to this one location that only Baloo can fly to.
Baloo, I need your plane to get to another planet.
Necronius thinks Lady Facelap could easily take down Galactus.
Well, Squirrel Girl took down Galactus, so
did she really?
Why not? Yeah.
Well, he's got a big face to slap.
Well, she outsmarted Galactus. Was how she took down Galactus.
All right. Yeah. Well, she's pretty clever, right?
Yep.
Isn't there's still supposed to be a Squirrel Girl movie, right?
No, it's canceled.
They canceled the play by Lily from the AT&T girl.
Yeah, and they showed the clips of the canceled series, or they showed pictures of the canceled series. So they showed her in costume.
Series?
It was supposed to be a series, yeah.
Well, that's actually, why did they cancel it?
I don't know.
That seems like a perfect Disney Plus series.
But she looks good as Squirrel Girl. Like, she has little ears.
That's actually really upsetting. Even though I really don't know much about Squirrel Girl at all, I think she's just a funny, cute character. And I know she's going big now in the comics. It seemed like that would have been a fun show. What the freak? They have to do. They can do freaking wacky ass Loki stuff and weird WandaVision. They can't do Squirrel Girl.
Well, I think at least with those two, it has impacts in the greater MCU. But
yeah, which is also a problem. So give me a show that doesn't have fucking anything to do with the MCU.
All right. Well, yeah.
All right. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop ranting about Squirrel Girl. All right. Anyway, we got a lot of suggestions here. They're planning to see Howard the Duck was one of them, of course. Taking an online yoga class was another. Trading s'more recipes.
Yeah, because Tammy's was Galactus has never tasted s'mores. He's heard they are better than planets.
Oh, I feel we got to do that one then, right?
Okay.
Good. Thank you, Tammy. That was good. And Scorpio for adding on to that as well. All right, wait. What? Oh, we're doing super camera freeze. I almost did the other game. Rhyming. We're not rhyming in this one.
We're not rhyming quite yet.
I was getting all ready to rhyme. I was like, fuck that duck. All right.
Blue, I hear you give great tours. I also hear there's delicious s'mores.
All right, we're starting.
Oh, no.
No, that wasn't your start to the scene?
That's my start. That's fine. That's okay. Fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. We give the best s'mores on my plane tours. You can't get any better.
I hear they taste better than planets. Show me where the s'mores are.
Oh, hey Galactus, I didn't quite get all that.
I need to know where to put my marshmallow.
Oh, your marshmallow. Sure. Why don't you stick them right up my exhaust?
I'm sorry. Did you just say what I think you said?
Well, I don't know what you thought I said, but I said, why don't you stick those marshmallows right in your mouth?
Oh, yes. I love a good marshmallow in my mouth. So, Baloo, take me to this s'more thing.
Oh, yeah, we'll go to the Kingdom of the S'mores. Hang on.
Wow, you are very bad at flying.
What was that?
I
couldn't hear you over the propeller.
I love the way this rocks my body.
Oh, yeah. You want some more of that? All right, here we go.
No, I'm kidding. Stop with the spinning. Oh, why
Hey,
is this
it's called
tailspinning?
tailspin.
No. We both went for the same joke.
Wow, Galactus, you got a much better sense of humor than I thought.
Well, it's because I am so hungry. Bring me to s'mores.
Bring you to where?
Bring me the delicious, sweet gooiness between your thighs.
Oh, well, actually, I always eat when I'm flying, so there is a bunch of like chocolate and s'mores and graham crackers right here between my lap. So I'll just scoop it up and here you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I said, let me scoop up the juices between my legs and here you go.
This is not what I expected. It tastes nothing like s'mores. It tastes
Slurp
like
it down good. Tastes good, right?
it's like honey and testicles. I'm not a fan.
Wait, it's like what and what?
It's like sugar and ball sack. Not a thing I like to put between my lips.
Wow, I'm still not getting that. It's what and what?
It's like that one squirrel girl's tail is if it were covered in molasses and stuck between two pieces of bread.
Oh,
bread.
squirrels, you want some nuts? Let's go fly by my friends, the rescue rangers. They got lots of nuts.
Oh God, not again! Why is this happening? Oh dear. I think I'm going to vomit.
All right, let's just end it there. Let's end it with Galactus vomiting. That's a good spot. Like Galactus is all through space, but he can't take an airplane. That's great.
You can't take it. You can't take it.
By the way, I had no, I cannot remember what Baloo sounds like. So apparently, I made him kind of like a Southern guy. I don't know why.
You know what's funny is I actually thought you did a fairly close.
Is that kind of what he sounds like?
Yeah, I thought that was a fairly close.
All right,
impersonation.
good. Thank you. Give me s'mores, Tammy says. Now I kind of want s'mores.
I do want s'mores. S'mores are delicious.
I'm trying to think if I get at the convenience store down the street here, which is open 24 hours. I'm thinking if I probably cannot get everything I need for s'mores.
Yeah, you can.
I
7-Eleven
can get chocolate.
They have
Can I
marshmallows.
get graham crackers and marshmallow? Maybe. That might be able to. You're right. That's the only thing open right now. Just what?
You have a stove. Just put the marshmallows.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I don't actually really like toasted marshmallows, so I actually eat my s'mores with the marshmallow not toasted. I know that's weird, but I like it that way.
I mean, they make s'more things that are not with the toasted marshmallows. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's true. Tammy says that's not what Silver Surfer says. You like between your lips, big guy. Oh, he likes.
I like a bald head between my lips.
He likes the big board the Silver Surfer has. Shove that board right up my right.
Oh my.
Space doesn't have a lot of turbulence except around supernova. That's true. He's not used to the turbulence. And it's a little plane too.
Yeah, yeah.
Free mini marshmallows. Yeah, you know what? I actually think that would be really nice if on a plane you got s'mores, or marshmallows or something.
Why not?
Instead of peanuts or something,
Well, they don't even do peanuts anymore because of the allergies. So they
sometimes do. Southwest gave me some peanuts last. It depends if there's an allergy on board or not. It seems like.
I've only ever gotten pretzels.
Yeah, one way I don't like crunchy pretzels. I like soft pretzels. So I'm like, I don't want your stinking pretzels.
Yeah, it's normally just like here's a little baggie of like salty, crunchy pretzels, which will just make you thirstier for our little tiny cup of soda. So enjoy.
Right.
It's like no.
All right, there you go, folks. That was Baloo and Galactus. That's going to be the new MCU team up.
Yeah, well, they're both.
What if Galactus took a ride with Baloo? Hey, well, it could work because it's Disney, right? They own Baloo. So that could totally work.
Yeah.
That's why they canceled Squirrel Girl, because they have to do that series.
Right. Yeah.
I'm actually, you know what? It's funny. I don't have that much of an attachment to Squirrel Girl, but I'm very upset by this news.
Yeah. And again, the pictures of the girl, what's her face? I don't remember her name.
I only know her as Lily from
AT&T.
AT&T. I don't know her actual.
But they have her with the tail. They have her with the ears. They put her in a nice like striped T-shirt and little brown shorts, and she looks just like Squirrel Girl. Like, it's
I'm
amazing.
bringing it- Oh my God, she looks adorable.
Yeah, right? She's like, that's the perfect squirrel. If there was a squirrel girl, that would be it.
How can they not make the show? I don't understand.
There is an explanation. I haven't read it yet, but Gizmodo
All right.
has a.
I've already had problems with Disney. Now I feel like I've lost all respect.
Yeah, it was
Not
supposed
really.
to be. It's supposed to be apparently a freeform show. So.
Oh well, what's wrong with that? Is Freeform still around, right?
Yeah, and it's Disney owned, right? So
Yeah, because they put what the fuck, Cloak and Dagger.
They did Cloak and Dagger. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that. If that ended.
They finished it. It was like a limited. It was like a 3 or 4 season series.
Oh.
And they finished it.
And they
Just
they put what's its face over on Hulu.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Runaways.
The Runaways, which also finished, and they did a crossover with Cloak and Dagger. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I like this. Baluctus. That's the ship name for a balloon in
Baluctus.
Baluctus.
Yeah, because Galactu doesn't sound very good.
What is this? This is
Seinfeld. This is a Seinfeld code. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Is that George or Kramer or Jerry?
I don't know. I think it's all of them, actually.
It's also all right. All right, there you go, folks. Hey, maybe Tammy will put our faces on Baloo or Galactus now. Which would probably be very challenging, actually.
Actually, yeah, I would think that'd be incredibly challenging. So it's okay.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, Tammy. You don't have to do that.
Unless it's the Cloud Galactus from the second Fantastic Four movie, then that's fine. Because it's
just put our faces on a cloud. Yeah,
just put our faces on a cloud. It was just a cloud.
Well, that's like Harry Potter. You see Voldemort's face kind of in the clouds and Half-Blood Prince.
Right? Yeah, when they do that. But at least it was in the shape of Ralph Fiennes' face as opposed to Galactus, which in that second movie was the shape of nothing. It was just clouds.
Well, maybe they thought, well, we don't really want to use this huge purple dressed weird guy,
Which is weird. No, you're right, because they weren't ready to do really kind of ridiculous, even though technically the Fantastic Four look ridiculous, but they weren't ready to do like ridiculous looking villains. Even Doctor Doom, they never really show his metal face, right? It's usually just covered up.
A little bit of the very, yeah. You know what? This is what Marx was telling me during Dragon Con, which I totally agree that they have never done Doctor Doom correctly. And
he's a great villain, and
he's one of my favorite villains. I think he's got one of the best costumes too.
Yeah, but
yep,
shrugging.
Maybe when Disney does the third try on Fantastic Four, they'll do Doctor Doom right.
Maybe yes.
Maybe they'll do a Doctor Doom series. It's all about Doctor Doom dealing with his Latvian peasants or whatever.
Yeah, he does control an entire island.
He's the king or the ruler.
The ruler.
All right, hey folks, it's time to thank our awesome patrons. Then we have some more geeky games and other chat for you. It's back to Francis this week, unlike Maurice's and I weird, sexy way we did last week.
Which I always love. I love the attempt at sexiness and the just I don't know.
The
it's
success
fun.
At sexiness.
The success, yes, the success, the success of your guys.
Oh, I like it. The success.
Yeah. But yes, patrons, thank you so much. This is a super geeky thank you to you, to our super shout out patrons at $10 a month or more. We're talking Shang-Chi, so let's get into the martial arts. Marie and Justin Duran, the masters of the Shaolin Kung Fu. Ooh. We have Craig Allen Poole. Sorry.
Craig Allen Poole, master
of
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, master of Tai Chi Quan, which I think is the one used in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh my God, is that the thing Riker says?
That's the
Tai Chi
Riker.
Tai Chi Quan.
Tai Chi, isn't it Tai Chi Quan? Isn't it?
Tai Chi something he says. It's like Tai Chi, but he adds something to it. Tai Chi Cha, Tai Chi Qua. I don't know.
They might be Tai Chi Quan actually.
Okay,
it might be. Rachel J, you are the master of Wing Chun. Oh, Victor Snider, you happen to be the master of Bai Guai Chun. These are actual kung fu. These are actual 10 Chinese kung fu styles, and I do not know how to say this one. Ba Guai Zhang. which is apparently like the kind that you throw people around in. So that's cool. Tammy Anderson, you have that really cool low body. Your arms are like spread out. Jin Yiquan style, which is one of the oldest martial arts. Johnny Pappas, you have the Choi Lai Foot, which is the martial arts used by Sammo Hung. Sammo Hung uses that form.
Excellent.
Martial arts. Terry Field, you happen to be the master of Baiji Kwan, which is a lesser known but also very powerful short-ranged martial arts. Zendria, you happen to have one of the very few martial arts that has a name after an animal, the praying mantis, which I love.
Yes, I was hoping you were working. There's a lot of animal styles. Good, you worked.
Weirdly enough, that's the only one in the traditional top.
Well, I've looked up a lot of. There are a lot of animal styles in kung fu. There are tons of kung fu styles, actually.
There should be like a tiger style, right? And
there's a monkey.
snake.
There's monkeys. There's monkey ones. Yeah, there's actually a ton of different kung fu styles. I mean, there's either northern Shaolin, there's southern Shaolin, but then there's a little other kind of styles too.
And Jalu, you have Nan-Quan, which is the combination of Shaolin boxing and other types of southern Chinese boxing techniques. And Sethos, you have the mastery of Chang-Quan, which is cool because I don't have any.
You don't have any pictures.
Apparently it's it's just a lot of kicks, very kicky.
All right, I like it, which is cool.
But it's cool. But yeah, there you go. All
right, thanks, martial arts masters.
Yes, thank you so much. I love it. And they even do the traditional, the little Chinese bow with the fist and the open palm. I'm like, I love that. In Shang-Chi, that is.
Yes. So folks, if you would like to become a martial arts master, you can pledge to us at patreon.com/supergeekedup, and you will know all the martial arts.
Yeah, you too can be like Richard Dragon and know all the martial arts.
So again, if you pledge any amount, it's great, super helpful. It really, really helps us out. $3 or more per month, you can get our after hours access tonight, which we'll have some more fun, and lots of other options up there on the page. You can see all the perks, and you can make suggestions for other perks if you like. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you to everybody who is pledging to us on Patreon. As we were doing that, Terrence popped in. Hello, Terrence. Thanks for being here. We are all super geeked up. Absolutely. Yes. I like his anime club shirt and his picture there. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for being here. Did he call me old? One of the oldest kung fu styles, right? Now, you are not old. You are very young.
You are not. Yeah.
Now, Necrosis, if you want Howard the Duck style, fine. You can have it.
Just a lot. It's just a...
Julie wants to know thoughts in the Now Over DuckTales series, the new one. If there was an MCU, what Marvel characters would slot well into a DuckTales sitcom? I have not seen the new DuckTales. I enjoyed the original DuckTales. I hate the style of the new DuckTales.
That weird kind of sharp, blocky style.
I do not. Just there's certain anime styles I do not like, and I just can't take it. Doesn't mean it's not a great show.
Yeah.
But let me see. What Marvel characters would slot well into a DuckTales sitcom?
All the animal.
You think, does he mean like the DuckTales are part of it? The ducks, the nephews?
I would see if there's actually what Marvel characters would slot well into a DuckTales.
Yeah.
No, so it would be an episode of DuckTales
with MCU characters,
like cameos from the MCU.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, even though Squirrel Girl never made it, I would love to see Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl would be great for DuckTales.
Yeah.
Squirrel Girl. Ooh.
Again, did you see the pictures of her? I mean, she's a Squirrel Girl.
She's it.
Perfect.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Duck Foo. There you go. I like Duck Foo.
Ducking.
Yeah. That's right.
All
right, there you go. Thanks for all that, folks. Let's see here. Remember, you can check out my Super Knocked Up series on Kindle Vella. I will put a direct link to you right now, but you can also go to supergeekedup.com. It's right on the homepage. You can click on the link, and there it is, right there for you if you want to go there. Big thanks to Francis and to Marks. He just actually read them. He just left me a really nice review. It's not posted yet, but he sent it to me. Awesome review, actually, and I did the same for him. Remember, you can also check out Marks's Vela series, Obsidian Monsters. Just search for that on Vela. And he's off to a great start with that. So again, folks, if you read those, again, you can read these all for free with the free tokens they give you. Or if you've used those up, you're talking about like 10, 20 cents, 30 cents per episode. It's real cheap. It really helps us out. I actually just got my August bonus for Vela, and it was way more than July, way more than I expected. So even doing like the free reads and the likes, that actually gives authors like me a decent amount of money, like more than I thought. So you can really help us out, and it doesn't have to cost you anything. Same thing for Mark's. If you go and you just read and like his, hit that thumbs up button, give us a fave if you like, leave a 5-star review. If you want to leave a 1-star review, go to somebody else's series. Yeah, and then of course we'll tell you when the anthology is out, because Francis, I, and Marks and a lot of other people are all having stories in that, all about dragons of a different tale. I'll actually let you know. Maybe I'll have to ask Marks if it's going to be up for pre-order at some point. We'll have to let you know about that. Yeah. Travel to your local GameStop and get a pre. No, I'm just kidding. You can't get it there, but.
I was gonna say, go to your local Barnes and Noble.
There you go. Yes, go do a midnight release like Harry Potter at Barnes and Noble. They used to do that. I used to get those books all the time. Midnight releases.
Oh God, I did too. Yeah. Well, I got my. I hate to be with one of those guys, but I was a Borders guy.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. I went to Borders. You're totally right. I actually prefer Borders. That's where I went. Yeah. I forgot about that. The Cursed Child. I went to Barnes and Noble because there was no Borders anymore.
Yeah, Borders was gone by then. Yeah.
And I didn't even plan to do it. I was in Barnes and Noble just shopping, and people were all milling around for Harry Potter, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're doing this book at midnight tonight. Okay, I guess I'll stay here and do it."
Yeah.
And then I really regretted that because the book was terrible. Anyway, but yes, the Borders was fun. Those were fun.
Yeah, I don't know what there was just something that Borders had. No offense to anyone who likes Barnes and Noble, but there was something that Borders had that Barnes and Noble didn't. I just liked it a lot.
No, listen, I love Barnes and Noble. I'm so glad this is the only one that's left in terms of the chains. I hope they don't go anywhere. Yeah, I actually just bought a whole bunch of books there yesterday. I actually bought a Wuxia, like this famous which is like a martial arts heroes story the other day.
I'm sensing a theme here, Jeff.
Yeah. Well, dude, I love all that stuff, right? And like I was super into it in college, and I don't get to watch quite as much as more people. Also, because I don't think there's not as much. Again, like you said, kind of unfortunately with the when Britain lost Hong Kong, right? There wasn't quite as much of that stuff being made.
Yeah.
But luckily, we still got Kung Fu, we got Shang-Chi, so we're getting some more stuff over here, which is good. All right. So, and I can still go. I gotta go rewatch a bunch of stuff too that I love, like Hero.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that, actually, so I had an interesting, very slight, brief interaction on Facebook with a very famous comic creator, Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, creator of Deadpool.
Oh my God, did he create Deadpool?
Yeah.
Did he create Cable too, or he just did a lot of Cable stuff?
I think he just did a lot of Cable stuff, but I
remember him drawing Cable a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, very famous creator. He's also one of the guys who formed Image, right?
Right. Yeah.
Very known for a very distinct art style. But I posted about Shang-Chi on Facebook, like what I thought about it, and then he just replied to my post randomly, and I was like, "What the hell is Rob Liefeld doing?" Which is awesome. Like we must be friends on Facebook because we have people in common or something.
Must be. Yeah, that's awesome.
But he actually wrote like, "I don't think I know you, but let me tell you about all these other movies that inspired Shang-Chi, like the movie Hero and stuff."
Well, yeah, you gave a very very detailed review and love for the film.
Yeah, and the thing is that he mentioned all these, like from the early 2000s, around that time, these movies I actually loved and I have seen except for one of them, like Hero and Crouching Tiger and House of Flying Daggers, and all that stuff. So that's great. That's cool that it didn't. But it's funny. Like I was like, oh, I did not expect Rob Liefeld to just randomly respond to my post.
Now you need like oh my God. Like I'm trying to think of other big
comic people
writers. Yeah.
Jim Lee. Let's have Jim Lee.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Jim Lee.
That'd be cool.
Go reply to my review on Shang-Chi.
Oh, you know what? Since he's in DC though, I need to do a DC post, and then maybe he'll reply to that one.
Richard Dragon does not know all the martial arts.
Yes.
That was really disappointing.
Well, actually, let me tell you all the martial arts he does know, and let me list. It was pretty sweet. Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
Scorpio.
cool. Yeah.
By the way, Tammy did send us some refaces.
I hope I'm in a cloud. Is all I hope for. Is if I'm in the cloud, I'm a happy camper.
Let's show you what you are in here.
All right, let's take a look.
This is like the fastest moving reface ever, I think. But let me get it on screen here for you.
The fastest. Oh wow. Okay. Oh yeah.
What
I love that I'm behind the mask and I'm eating like a planet.
Eating?
I'm eating.
Oh, you're eating a planet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Earth or something, right?
Yeah. I'm taking a bite of it like an apple. Just like, love me some planets. I mean, you could look at Galactus. I don't mind.
You are, man. Galactus a facial hair. It's good.
Yeah.
Looking good. And then we got you.
Oh man. Oh, you're
Chuck Norris and you're Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I look
chest.
ridiculous, Norris. It's so funny. Oh yeah.
Man.
Let me shake my hair out. I'm
My
getting ready
favorite
for this fight.
Oh my God, my favorite part of this scene is when
Oh, look how hairy I am.
Bruce Lee like has a fistful of Chuck's chest hair in his hand and he goes.
Oh, I could see what. I like how that cat just ran by.
But then he goes after he has the chest hair in his hand. It's a really funny scene.
No wonder how can you not grab the hair with how hairy he is, right?
Oh man.
It's ridiculous. Like, that's just how hair. He has no back hair though. Did he shave his back?
Yes, he has like top back hair. Like he had back hair on the top of his back. When he's shaking his head, you'll see some hair on the back.
I want to know, is that cat supposed to be in the scene, or did a cat just happen to run by?
I'm pretty sure the cat just happened to run by. I don't think that cat was meant to be in the scene. And they're like,
sorry, I hit the wrong one. Sorry.
We can't retake this. We need to keep the cat in the scene.
Yeah. Well, it's perfect. It's like there's a random cat is there.
I like it. I'm a
cat foo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, there you go. Chuck Norris. Which movie is that, by the way?
That is
Is it Enter the Dragon?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. That's the one I've seen the most often because they play it the most on these random channels.
Is that also the one where he fights against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or whatever?
No, are they both in the same movie? I thought they were different. Is it?
I'm pretty sure Kareem is in that one.
He's in Enter the Dragon, I thought. I didn't know Chuck Norris was in that one.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go, folks. Thank you for those refaces, Tammy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, so we've been talking a lot about Shang-Chi, so let's talk some. So it's doing very well in theaters. I'm actually very happy to see that it. I think second best opening after Black Widow this year, right? 70 million first weekend. And
I think it hit with the 4-day, it was like 90 something. Million, yeah.
Okay. But like taking 3D against 3D, I guess.
It's 70, yeah.
Then it's number one this weekend as well when I saw it.
Yes.
So it's kicking butt in theaters. So what fictional characters would be on your all martial arts team? So if you were going to make a team you can take characters not just from Marvel, but from anywhere, any fictional characters, any movies, TV shows, books, comics. Who would be on your all martial arts team? Since I am such a huge martial arts fan, I had to really think about this one.
For me, it's easy.
But go ahead. It was easy for you?
Because his characters are named after him.
Who?
Jackie.
You cannot make a team of all Jackie Chan. You're not copying out like that.
Oh man.
I mean, you can. All right, I'll accept it, but then you have to do another team. But you got to tell me who. First off, they are not all. I have a Jackie Chan who's not named Jackie.
No.
But who is it? Which movies then? Which Jackies are on your team?
Oh man, there's so many. He was named Jackie in. Oh my God, in Mr. Nice Guy.
You love Mr. Nice Guy.
Mr. Nice Guy is a great movie. Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's not. It doesn't compare to some of his other ones though. Man.
No, but it's the one where one of the rare ones where he doesn't already know martial. Like he's just the everyman. While like in Rumble in the Bronx, they show that he's practiced martial arts, right? They show that he's known something. In Who Am I? They show that he was he just forgot who he was and he was like an agent or something. Like in all of the police force movies, he's obviously a cop. So like
Police Story, yeah.
Police Story, sorry.
Well, there's Police Force as well, but Police Story is the longer running one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Police Story movies, He was a cop. So like he had, or the Condor movies. He's an adventurer. So here he knows he has a foundation of martial arts. But Mr. Nice Guy, no foundation. He's a cook. He's a freaking cook in that movie.
So are you also putting the tuxedo on your list? Because he doesn't know martial arts in
Tuxedo. Oh my goodness, no! Because the suit is what causes the martial arts in that.
All right. So what other movies besides Mr. Nice Guy do you want Jackie Chan characters from for your team?
Passepartout.
Around the World in 80 Days.
Around the World in 80
Okay,
Days.
sure.
Gotta have him in that one. The one I don't remember his character name from. Oh man, the one where he was with Jet Li.
Oh, the Legend of the.
No, it was something. It was it called Legend of something?
It was the one with Michael Angeron, the American teen kid, right?
Yeah, and he's like the drunken master, and Jet Li's the monkey king.
The Monkey King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is. Hang on. We'll keep going. I'm looking it up.
And then I would want
the Forbidden Kingdom. Sorry,
Forbidden Kingdom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And yeah, no, I would want who am I, Jackie Chan. So the team of 4 would be the Mr. Nice Guy, the Who Am I, Jackie Chan character, the one from Forbidden Kingdom, and the monkey from Kung Fu Panda.
All right, that's not the list I expected. Okay,
because he's also that's also voiced by Jackie Chan.
I actually not seen those movies. I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, it's Lucy Liu and Jackie Chan.
I know it was Jack Black is the panda, right?
Jack Black is the panther. Yeah.
Poe, was that his name?
Poe, yeah.
Poe Dameron. Okay.
It's funny how you know the main character of.
Well, you see things about it, right?
Yeah.
So, folks, again, tell us who would be on your martial arts team. They come from any characters. Oh, we got Neo because he can download any martial arts style. That's smart.
Yep.
From Jalou here. Bruce Lee as Kato from Green Hornet because he will upstage anyone, and Snake Eye for quiet lethality. That's a really good team actually. I wasn't even thinking the Joes. That's great. Hey Victor, he just got back from walking the dogs. I hope yes, we are well. We're doing super geeked up. Thanks for being here. We're talking our martial arts character teams. All right, I gotta keep putting your thing in the chat here. I got a list of 6 actually.
Okay.
3 guys, 3 ladies.
Yeah.
From movies and TV is where I'm going from. I'm going to start with. Sorry, I typed this out in my text messages so I wouldn't forget, and I'm seeing how I autocorrected some things.
Oh.
Instead of Michelle Yeoh, it says Michael Yeah.
Michael
Yeah. I love him. All right, before I get to mine, let me go. Tammy's here. Xena. Oh,
okay.
Shego. Yes. Kim Possible. Mantis. Colleen Wing. Wonder Woman. Lilu. Oh, that's actually a great list. Is Mantis female?
Yes, Mantis is female, and she's in the Guardians of the Galaxy. She doesn't do much martial arts.
I know who she is.
Yeah, but she actually is a martial artist.
That's a great list. I love the Shego and Kim Possible, Tammy. They have a lot of great fights together. Lucifer, Morningstar, Buffy, and Chuck Norris. Wait, is that Lucifer from the show Lucifer?
Yes.
Okay. Does he actually know martial arts? I don't remember.
I have no idea. I know that the show's over.
He usually just seduces everyone, but maybe he does. Let's see. All right, let's see here. Let's keep putting those in there, folks. So I'm going to start with Michelle Yeoh. Okay. From her character Yu Shu Lin from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, also in the sequel, the sequel is actually really good. The Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon sequel. If you haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
It's on Netflix, I think, or some one of those. All right, here we go. Here's a Jackie Chan for you. Ready?
Yes.
Wang Fei Hung from Drunken Master.
Oh yeah, sure.
So we gotta have at least one drunken fighter. I think. I got Daniel Wu playing Sonny from Into the Badlands.
Yeah.
Who's amazing. I think the most kick-ass guy in that show, amongst many great characters. I got your man Sammo Hung from as Sammo Law from Martial Law. I'm gonna go for Shang-Chi actually, but not Shang-Chi himself, even though he would be an excellent choice. I'm going to go, again, my favorite scene was the forest scene. So I'm going to go Fala Chen, who played his mother Lee in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Who was actually probably, I think, the most greatest martial artist in that movie, actually, if you see that movie.
Mm.
And then I'm going to go Olivia Leong as Nikki Shen from the new Kung Fu series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there you go. There is my, actually I just realized I chose all Kung Fu style of people. That's cool.
Well,
That's what I love all those.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like other stuff too, but.
Well, I think of like the other martial arts styles, and like what do you? I mean, I guess.
I mean, look, I love a good Muay Thai
Right.
stuff.
Oh, you can have,
like, Van Damme has a kickboxer, Muay Thai type stuff.
What is oh God, the transporter? Jason Statham. What is his style? I guess he doesn't have a style.
That's a great question. I'm assuming he's trained in some different style. I actually don't know specifically. It's probably a blend of different stuff. Yeah, but Seagal does Aikido, which can be cool. It's a lot of when he can actually do it.
Yeah. Back in the day when he actually was doing the martial art. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Kung Fu just has that awesome. I mean, it can be like, it can have this beautiful flow, right? Like smooth flowing and elegance to it, but it can also have this quick, also like hard, amazing stuff too.
Look, my favorite, I mean, to this day, my favorite fight scenes of all time for martial arts is the Donnie Yen Ip Man series.
I gotta see that, man.
It's so good. It's just, first off, the camera never zooms in. There's no shaky cam. It's always zoomed out. You get to see every move, every punch and kick. It's balletic. It's so much fun to watch. You get to see, and as the movies progress, you get to see all the different martial arts styles. Sammo Hung is in it too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, in the second one, so you get to see, like, again, the different types of styles and stuff, and it gets a little more fantastical as the movies progress, because he at some point he fights not Mike Tyson is in it. Like, he actually fights Mike Tyson, but not as Mike Tyson, but there's a Mike Tyson character like, it's him, the person Mike Tyson, but he's playing a character. And it's good. Like, it's genuinely good watching those two fight. Like, it's genuinely impressive watching just Mike not, actually be full force boxing against his Wing Chun. So it's a fast. I hope you do find the time to watch it. It's a really good series.
I like to. What they did? Well, 4 of them at least, or more. Or what?
Ip Man has 4 movies.
Donnie Yen's in all of them.
Donnie Yen is the main character in all of them. Make sure you get there's several Ip Man movies. Make sure you look for the Donnie Yen one. That's the superior one.
Well, because that's like it's a known character, right? And
he's a real person. Yeah, he's the guy who taught Bruce Lee his martial arts style.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. So apparently Lucifer did do some martial arts. Here I am with a few of the shows.
Oh, there you go.
I have not seen the Shego and Kim Possible fanzines. Oh, is it like, you mean where they have a romance? Ooh,
oh God, it's a slash fiction. All right.
Ooh, maybe I'll go check those out. What about a Thai fighter? they're the best fighter. Well, they always draw though. They never win. It's a tie.
Oh, did you see that they're doing a remake of the Knights of the Old Republic?
Oh my God, my this person on Twitter just told me that. I didn't get to actually like research it at all, but they're doing like a, is it like kind of a Mass Effect? Is it like a
it's a remake.
A remake.
So it's like Final
not
Fantasy
a remaster.
7. No, it's like Final Fantasy VII remake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, who is BioWare doing it, or someone else?
Someone else.
I don't know about that.
Exactly. I am hesitant, but I mean, I don't know if I'm optimistic more than I'm just like, I hope it's good.
I mean, at first I was excited. Although here's the other problem, though. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, man. That game is so like good. I don't know how do you do it any better than it already is, right? I mean, besides upgrading the graphics, sure, but
yeah.
And how do you do a twist like the twist that exists? Like,
well, that's the thing. They can. Well, they did it. If you ever play, you haven't played Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? Because it's a PlayStation.
Get your stupid PlayStation. Take your PlayStation, shove it on. I'm just kidding.
So they do some pretty impressive new twists to that story, because they literally say, hey, this is not the original Final. We're gonna have a lot of the beats from Final Fantasy VII, but we're gonna twist it in a way where you'll have a different enough story, and I think they can do that with Knights of the Old Republic, depending on who again does it. And the company that's doing it is Lucasfilm Games is doing it. With Aspire is the name of the other company that's doing it. So those are the two companies working on the Knights of the Old Republic. So we'll see.
All right. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, that's going to be a long ways off, though. Have they just kind of announced it, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they just announced it, so it'll be at least a couple years out. Yeah.
All right. Besides Jackie Chan, do you have any other?
No, I really want to see like you know, a lot of the like American-ish martial artists, like, or not American, he's British, but like Jason Statham. So like the Transporter, I think the Transporter would be the Transporter with 007 with Jason Bourne as a killer trio would make an amazing martial, like, because they know martial arts. All three of them know martial arts.
See, I don't think Bond really does know martial arts. I think he knows
brawling, I guess.
More like kind of. I mean, he knows like special forces style, which normally would be some kind of martial arts, right? But the way they have Bond fight, I never feel like it's really martial arts so much. You know?
Well, it's not as stylized as martial arts.
Yeah, it's not stylized. It's more like, you're right, kind of like street fighting. I feel like style.
Yeah.
Which doesn't do that much for me. I mean, he's always been more of like the gun driving car guy, right? I feel, and like, or jumping off of buildings and shit. And
Quantum of Solace, they had a lot of hand to hand. I remember.
Oh, did they? That movie was terrible. I felt
it was terrible, but I do remember there being a lot.
Except Gemma Arterton playing Strawberry Fields, and I love the name Strawberry Fields for her character.
Next to physicist Christmas Jones in
that's the bad Bronson one.
That's the Bronson one. And they only named her Christmas Jones for the joke at the very end of that film, which was, I only thought Christmas came once a year.
Is that what he says?
That's what he says at the end of the movie. He says that.
Is that who he ends up with? Not Halle Berry? No, Halle Berry's the other one. Sorry, Halle Berry's the other one. Yeah.
Halle Berry does not end up with him.
Halle Berry died another day. That's the fourth movie. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he says to her in the thing, no, but in Die Another Day he ends up with Michelle Yeoh.
No, that's Tomorrow Never Dies.
Oh, that's Tomorrow Never Dies. Oh, damn. Good job. I don't remember. I am getting these all mixed up.
The Bronson ones I know actually, like, because he was like the one. He was my guy when I I
like
right
Bronson
age.
as 007.
Yeah, I was the right age for to really get into Bond when he was Bond.
It's good Bond.
Let's see. All right. Cool. All right. Thanks, folks. Hey, I guess we're going to do our last improv game of the night. Francis, what's that?
Well, you know what? I kind of hinted at it in the first game, but we're going to be rhyming ridiculously. We're going to do a scene completely in rhyme. We get characters and scene suggestions from you, the audience, and I think the characters have to be real.
They do?
Or can they be the mnemonic?
Oh, well, sorry. You mean, I thought you meant people in real life.
No. They have to be. Yeah.
Well, generally, yes, but I guess I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But
it doesn't necessarily.
Fictional characters. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, you put some characters for us to play again in the chat. I got some more refaces while you do that Tammy just sent me, so I can share some fun stuff here.
Ooh.
All right, hang on.
I hope it's me and Shang-Chi. That's all I know.
Oh, wait. I think this first one is. Hang on.
Well, I was joking.
No, wait. What?
Oh, it's Scott Pilgrim, and you're Ramona Flowers.
Scott Pilgrim. That's who it is. I was thinking the bus scene. That's why I had that in my head from Shang-Chi. That's right. You're Scott Pilgrim. Oh, that's great, because that's one of your favorite movies of all time, right?
It is, yeah.
All right, there we go. There's some Scott Pilgrim.
That's amazing. Thank you. Oh yes, y'all,
No.
y'all.
Oh, Rush Hour. Yikes. Great.
You understand the words that come in my mouth?
That's actually a really good Chris Tucker impersonation.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
I love Rush Hour. Yeah.
Rush. They keep talking about doing a fourth one. I don't want them to do a fourth. Don't do a fourth one, Chris. If you're listening,
I would watch it, man.
You think so?
You know, that's what I wouldn't mind seeing, actually.
Because in the third one, Jackie Chan did no martial arts in the third Rush Hour. It was all Chris Tucker.
No, he
did some swordplay in the end, but most of his stuff was stunts. So he did most of the stunts, while Chris Tucker did most of the punching.
You know who I wanted to see do more martial arts in the third one? The daughter, who was grown up at that point.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't use her that much.
No.
All right, I like this. The scene they're going to Dragon Con. Let's do it. That's the scene.
Oh, okay, we're going to Dragon Con. And one of our characters is Rita Repulsa, apparently.
The Power Rangers villain, right?
Yeah. The one who, in the cinematic universe, went to a Krispy Kreme because Krispy Kreme was sponsoring the Power Rangers. So there's a scene where Rita Repulsa ends up at a Krispy Kreme eating a donut. Is that movie.
The Elizabeth Banks Rita Repulsa? The
Elizabeth Banks.
So the most recent Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I watched about maybe half of that, and it was okay, but
it's fine.
It didn't get me enough to watch the rest of it.
The only thing I enjoyed was at the very end when they do the final fight. They actually again, I love when they do this, is when they use the original music from the show, and you hear them go Power Rangers, and they're running at the
they use it. Nice.
I'm like, yes.
All right.
I don't know if I can play Jeff. That's
I know.
tough.
That is. I like that idea, but maybe we'll say that for another time. Thank you, Julie. Yeah. Let's go Rita Repulsa and Cruella de Vil.
Oh, that's really fun.
two evil ladies, right? So I guess you'll be how about you be Rita and I'll be Cruella?
I'll be Rita Repulsa.
Oh, good. I didn't know what she sounded like, so that's great that you're doing her.
I'll get you, Rangers. She has a very
Remind me after we do this to show you some more. Actually, I'm going to show you right now. Never mind.
Yeah, shut up.
I'll show you some refaces right now. You got your wish. You're Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Simu Liu is like having the time of his life right now after having been.
Like,
what?
Huh?
What? Huh?
Here's a cool one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at you with the 10 rings.
Oh man, he's having it. I'm telling you, he's having the time of his life. And I love that he did stock photos before he became famous.
Simu
Liu was like, they just showed all these
he's the one who really campaigned for this role, right? Didn't he?
Yes. So he was originally in Kim's Convenience, that Canadian.
He's actually been in I looked at it. He's been in a lot of stuff. Actually, I looked at his credits. Yeah. But it's been a lot of guest starring, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of minor roles. But he actually he threw the first. He threw the first pitch in the Padres game.
Wait, when?
Oh, I don't remember. A couple weeks ago.
Oh, not when we were there, right?
No.
I wish he did when we were there. That would be awesome.
Yeah, he threw a strike and then he did a backflip.
Oh man, I gotta look that up. That's awesome.
Yeah, you gotta look that up. It's really cool. I guess he's from San Diego. I guess he's from San Diego.
Wait, is he really?
I think so. Why else would he do a Padres? Why else would he?
Well, no. I mean, look, people go around the different sports teams, right? Just because they're famous, just to promote stuff and just have fun.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah,
he could do it.
Yeah,
maybe he has great taste in teams. Even though the Padres are really stinking it up the last couple of weeks, man, they're totally blowing their playoff chances.
Yep, Jalou apparently confirms Padres have been slaughtered.
It's you're right. It's been pathetic, Jalou. There was talk about they were supposed to be the Padres can play half a year good, and that's it. And that's why they made it last year because there was only half a season or less. Actually.
Oh, that's funny.
Here we go. Here's me as who?
Oh, the sister.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah,
I love the sister.
Wait, I can't remember her name though. I wish I remember her name.
Nice. I look good. Look at my kung fu.
She had the cool stabby thingy weapon.
Oh, the chain sword, weapon. Wow, man, Tammy's just on fire here. She just keeps sending them.
Oh, Xialing, that's her name, Xialing. Oh, you're Shang-Chi, Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Your soul is mine.
From first Mortal Kombat, or
First Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat movie, and he's in Mortal Kombat 11. But yeah, also
yes,
his characters. Yeah, that's from the first movie.
Flawless victory. By so yeah, this is the Carrie whatever the guy's name, the actor who played him, right? Yeah. Who's in all this stuff? All right. Anyway, okay. Now we will do ridiculous rhyming. Thank you for all those, Tammy. All right. So you're Rita Repulsa. I'm Cruella DeVille. We're going to Dragon Con. Is the scene? We have to, our lines have to be in rhyme. Hey, see what I did there? Sort of. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Hey, Rita. Why are these lines so long? Do you want to smoke my bong?
I don't like the way the lines are long. I said long again.
Use something else.
I don't like the way. I don't like the way we wait in line. God, where's the line? Unless those Power Rangers are mine.
Oh, look, I see them over there. Yellow, red, and blue. Let's go punch them and they'll yell boo-hoo.
I don't like cosplayers. They look too cool. Unlike my clothing, I look like a fool.
Well, you do need to help. You do need some help to have some style. Let's go into this Harry Potter panel for a while.
Oh, I like a little magic. That's so much fun. Besides, I hate being out in the sun.
Oh, wow, Rita. There's a lot you hate.
I'm repulsed by everything.
You must be hangry. You haven't ate.
Ooh, yes, I want some pizza. That sounds so good. Oh, please bring me tons of food.
Right. Well, let's go across the street. There's a place named The Hub. We can get some slightly overexpensive grub.
Cruella, sorry, I don't have money. Could you spot me this time, honey?
Oh, I didn't know we were dating. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is our ship rating?
I like your hair. It's really hot. Too bad your body's not a lot.
How dare you insult my naughty bits? Look at how I thrust up my tits.
Your boobs are great. I cannot lie. Is it okay if that's where my face will lie?
God. All right. Listen. You know what, Rita? I'm starting to like your style. Just make sure we do it doggy style. I rhymed style with style. I didn't mean to, but shit.
It's okay. I don't want to gloat. I just need a place to motorboat.
All right, let's just stop there. I meant to do while in style. I get so excited about using doggy style because of Dalmatians, but
that's right. Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Wait, what did you write with motorboat?
I don't want to gloat.
Gloat or motorboat.
All right. But there's some place I want a motorboat.
Thank you, Scorpio. Of course, somehow they just wound up having sexual shenanigans.
I know they weren't having fun, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, I don't have money.
Cruella was having an okay time, but just Rita, Rita was just not having it at all.
No.
Rita does not enjoy Dragon Con or apparently anything.
No. Well, Rita's repulsed by everything. Repulsa is in her name. She's repulsed by everything.
Well, she likes destroying the Power Rangers, right? That's what she likes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Victor. You should have cover your ears. Cover your ears.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, I think they're asking about what Mortal Kombat, your go-to character. Scorpion all the way. Oh my God, Scorpion. Is that why you took your name, Scorpio? I never actually put that together. Is it? The first time he beat it was Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was my go-to for sure.
In the original, yeah, but nowadays, oh no.
Well, I haven't played recent ones.
Yeah.
Who is it nowadays?
Nowadays, it's got to be one of the ladies, Jade or Katana.
Oh, I love Katana. I did like playing with it. Yeah. Is Jade a sister of Katana and Melina?
Yeah. So there's Jade, Melina, Katana, and I think those are the three main.
Jade's in green, right?
Yeah.
Melina's the one who's like got the kind of the demon face, right?
She's the demon face with the size, I want to say.
Yeah, Katana's got the Katana has the Melina has the fans, right?
Oh, Melina has the fans.
Katana has the Is Jade Katana's a human though, regular, right?
Jade and Katana are both human.
Yes. Okay.
Melina is like the demon face lady.
Does she have demon? Is that why? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? What's funny is I keep hearing that there's actual like full lore in the Mortal Kombat universe.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's an actual story that spans from the first game to the 11th game. Like there's an actual continuous story, and I don't know any of it, but I would love to like watch a video of like what the story is, and because in 11, all those characters are dead. Liu Kang is dead, like not dead, but they're like zombies now for some reason. They're the undead. Yeah, Kung Lao's a zombie, and like all these characters are zombies. I want to know why.
You don't play with them?
You do play with them, but you play them as an undead character.
Oh.
They don't have like flesh colored skin.
Are there characters that are not zombies?
Yes, yeah, like Jax isn't a zombie, and like some of the original characters aren't zombies.
Interesting.
Who's the Hollywood guy?
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage, yeah. So you got a lot of characters there that are still human.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Jalu, cons can be a place to hook up. Absolutely. Dragon Con is actually kind of known for that.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm hoping one day, man. And it didn't happen this year. Although I will say,
ooh, hello.
It almost happened one year. I found out later. I actually found out last year. Not like it almost happened. I think at the, I don't know, 2018 or 19 Dragon Con apparently. This she's a friend of mine now. She's great, but she met me we met the first time at this one event at Dragon Con the first year I was there. And then the next year, so this would have been 2017 was my first year, 2018 was my second year. And then apparently the next year she told me this like more recently. She said, yeah, the next year I was going to the same panel and my plan was we were going to fuck.
Oh, geez. Hello.
Hello. And she said, she was mentioning that, and then some guy next to her said like, oh, no, you're not. Jeff's gay. He's all mine.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So she didn't mention it to me. Which when she told me, I actually thought that was the most hilarious thing.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, okay, I guess.
Actually, it's a compliment. In this particular panel, there's a reason. Actually, people think I'm bisexual. A lot of people think, which is fine, because there's a lot of naughty stuff that goes on in this After Dark panel. And I'm open to whatever, having fun.
Apparently, Jeff, equal opportunity flirter here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. I've been grinded against by both men and women in this panel.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
But I think it's just so hilarious. Like, this guy said that, and she like. All right. So anyway, I was thwarted by misinformation.
It happens, man. It happens. But that's hilarious. So yeah, Dragon Con, I would say more than any other convention would be a hookup convention for sure. I don't think you can. I think it's rather impossible at like San Diego because
no. I mean, no. People have met and like dated from cons, or any of those cons before.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, because DragonCon has so much of these after dark things. I think
Yeah.
it's more likely for a hookup rather than maybe a relationship. Which you can have a relationship there, though. Somebody who was moderating one of my panels, the one Gigi was on, Tyra Burton is her name. She said she met her husband at DragonCon. He was in the audience. Which I love those stories, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I need to meet my future wife.
Yeah. Well, but Scorpion's right. You were con blocked.
Thank you. I didn't want to say cock blocked, so that's perfect. Scorpio. Con blocked. That is the new term. You're a genius.
You know what though? I would love that. That's a great, meet cute story. It's like, oh, we met at a panel, or oh, we met at like a super geeked up event, and they, thought I was fun and adorable, and because someone on Twitter recently tweeted like, "Hey men, what do you think about women making the first move?" And every man was like, "Please,
yes,
good
clueless. God, yes,
we don't know. Please,
wait, at this day and age, haven't we said that anybody can make a move now? No,
it's from the replies, it was still not considered taboo, but it was still considered more of the male role to make the first move. But that's all the women are like, oh no, we expect the men to make the first move, and all the men are like, no, please, ladies, make the first move, like please. For the love of God.
Hook is really fun, Victor says. Scorpio says he was Scorpio well before Mortal Kombat, but it's pretty coincidental. All right.
Oh, yeah,
so let me ask you this, dating master, because I know you like to give some advice on this. People in the chat. This is the reason I'm trying. I really want to meet someone at a con because I have no fucking clue how to just walk up to someone you're interested in, right? And randomly.
Yeah.
For example, like this has happened in Barnes and Noble one. There was a super cute girl. I do a lot of tutoring at different Paneras, right? And there's this Asian woman who's always there by herself, and I love Asian women.
Yeah, sure.
So, but I've never, I like right to me, it's like, how the fuck do you just walk up and say like, oh hi, like do you want to go?
That's actually it. So one of the things that I've learned, and one of the things that I have found as the most common thing that women want to hear from a man when they are going to at least be chatted up a little bit, is just a simple, don't do any fancy one-liners or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
But simply just saying, hi, how are you doing? And then kind of be like, and then maybe mention like, oh, I see that you're here. Like, what do you do here? And blah, blah. Like talk about them and find out more about them. I find that, and it has been kind of talked about that, especially at a first encounter. If you want a woman to at least find you interesting and kind of find you want to talk back to you, is to show a lot of interest in them and what they're doing.
Oh, so I'm very good at that. I usually don't talk about myself, and sometimes probably too much they tell me, but not talk about myself. But
it's a detriment.
I like to find out about them.
Yeah. But also sprinkle some of yourself into that once you started the conversation. But always, for instance, if you're seeing this girl, I don't know what she does there.
Usually she's either, I think she's reading or writing a book or something. So I guess I should ask, by the way, I know, sorry folks, this is kind of like dating advice.
Because they're giving advice. I see that.
Oh, good. Excellent. Thank you. Please do.
Yeah.
So I could say something like, what are you reading? Or what I see you writing. I'm also a writer. Like, what do you like to write or something?
Exactly. But always but don't start with that. Just say, oh, hi, hey, how's it going? I just noticed that you were, reading this book. Know something about it. Like, have some knowledge about the book that she's reading. Don't just be like, what are you reading? Be like, oh, I know that I've heard of that author, or I know this book from that author, or I know show. And then they're like, oh, really? Okay. One of the things that I found that was super effective getting responses from dating apps was when I talked about something. When my first response to them was about something on their profile. Oh, you like museums?
That's totally what I would look for. I would look for something I know about, right, and I like as well.
Exactly. And so, but that definitely 100% translate into real life.
That's why I like cons, right? Because I'm automatically have stuff generally I can talk to people about, right? Obviously.
Which is why I really want a dating kind of
panel. Listen, let's do this. Since you're coming to DragonCon next year, we've already said that's 100% happening. You and Martha.
Dating panel?
You and Martha. Hey, Martha, let's do a dating panel to help me get the date. Yeah, because again, I can't find a dating one there. I don't think they do it.
I don't think because it's not on people's in front of mind. I don't know why people don't do that, especially the con that's a hookup con.
And the first day they do some of these like kind of like social networking stuff, but so we could totally do one then, like more of a dating thing or something.
Yeah, it's a I'm single, let's mingle convention or panel.
Whole convention.
Because again, those geek single panels at LA Comic-Con were always full, always. And not the speed dating ones. Speed dating ones suck because you only have 3 minutes to like, not even that. You have like 30 seconds to kind of sell yourself to 50 women in a row.
Oh yeah, no, I've done those. They're kind of fun, but it's impossible for like in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So doing kind of like a panel where people can kind of casually talk amongst themselves, I think is an amazing, Or I guess Tammy will be.
let me get to these. We're going to start from the top, and I'll get to these. First off, to Julie's question, I don't know if anybody's given birth at Dragon Con. Yes, it is impossible to conceive. I think he meant and give birth, but I don't know if anybody had been pregnant and they went and they gave birth. That could be a fun story, actually.
That'd be a cool story.
You were born at Dragon Con. That'd be fun, actually.
Yeah, and your name is Dragon.
whenever we were cosplaying, your mom was cosplaying at the time.
Yeah.
Victor says, Jeff, just walk up and ask if you want to talk for a bit. I feel like they would be like, no, go away.
Yeah, that's a tough one because
I mean, I appreciate that, Victor. I don't know. I feel so like self-conscious about that. In my dating advice, that's what I refer to as a cold call. You got to have a go-to line on the ready.
Well, that's the question. That's why you ask about the book or you ask about what they're writing. The cold call would simply just be, hi, how are you? Yeah. And then have nothing after that. You need something to kind of reel them in.
Oh, Tammy, you're great. She was the wing girl. I would approach the friend of the guy one of my girls scoped out, then start a convo with them so my friend come over and join us. That's super smart.
I've been the wing guy.
Well, you need to be my fucking wing guy at Dragon Con, all right? God damn it. No, I mean next year. I know this year you couldn't. Yeah. You and Martha need to be my wing people. All right? Martha, if you're ninja watching like usual, I've been done my Italian accent for you, so...
sadly, she's not watching tonight because she's celebrating Mexican Independence Day. Which is
today?
It's at midnight tonight. So there's a whole thing.
Well, it's midnight here, but she's a little behind me, right?
By 1 hour. Yeah. So
it's about in 20 minutes then.
Yep.
That's awesome. Great. Well, happy Independence Day for you, Martha, and to your Mexico.
Yep.
So thank you, Julie. Don't come off creepy. That was my plan. I like to come off really creepy. I like to kind of just sneak up behind them and be like, "Boo!"
No, you should go, "Hi, I'm Jeff."
Yes.
Howard, and you have to like stare at them and be like, "I think you're pretty."
Do you like the cosplay?
You're a hottie. And then they run. Oh man. Look, I think Jeff is very confident in who he is. I mean, wouldn't be able to do what he does on a regular basis without that confidence. I think it's more just finding that door that allows them into a potential, if anything, just a conversation, which is always what we want to start with.
By the way, thank you guys. I'm going to keep showing this advice. I really appreciate it. You know what the thing is also, when it's in like a Panera or Barnes & Noble, I feel like if I go up, every other person's going to be staring at this interaction. Because I have before. I've been in a Border. I was in a Borders, and a friend of another woman went up to this guy because her friend was interested in him, and I was listening to it because I was very fascinated by this interaction. Right, so I'm so self-conscious that everyone's gonna like, oh God, what is this guy doing? Trying to.
It's a little embarrassing, but. Because depending on the audience that you have, but I realize that the people who do have the balls to be able to do it, I don't, mind you. You know, I met most of my relationships online. I only had one relationship that was not started online ever, and that was my ex-wife. She was the only one I met in person.
So for you, you're like, yeah, let's definitely do online.
Yeah, right. Like everyone else was online, and so
what is it called? Facebook dating? Is that what it's called?
Facebook dating was what I used originally.
Maybe I'm going to try that maybe too.
Yeah, Facebook dating is interesting. But again, yeah, you have to that you stand out by again talking about what the person's interested in. And
The line. Oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I am a billionaire superhero cowboy. Never works on women, though. It is the truth about me. Well, that's yes, that's true, Victor. Thank you for your billions and the support to our Patreon, by the way. Actually, Victor does give a very great amount, actually, so I really appreciate that.
I almost want to say if there's a way for you to accidentally drop something in front of like a super geeked up like, card while you walk past her and she's like, oh, you dropped this. And she's like, oh, what's that? And it's like a weird conversation starter and she kind of starts it accidentally because you dropped the card.
I appreciate that. But you know what? I personally I could never do like a forced thing like that. And the reason is because it's like a deliberate thing, right? Trying to meet someone.
It would have to be a deliberate drop of
the
card.
But I can't do that because I feel like I always have to, particularly in a relationship, start everything with honesty. And I would feel like I was pulling a trick almost from the beginning, you know?
It was not a trick more than it is.
I don't know. I personally, I get what you're saying. I just wouldn't feel right about it.
Okay.
Because it's like, I'm like, it's like a plant almost or something, right? Like
a little bit. Yeah.
It's like planning someone, which I know some people do this in their shows. I don't ever for SSU, but planning someone like in the.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I mean that okay. Well, I guess I have asked before. Like if no one says anything, maybe you need to say something. But that never really happens. Let's see. By the way, I like that Grammy Tammy's matchmaking panel.
Well, you're gonna be
Grammy
there, Tammy?
Tammy.
Be there. Yeah, you need to be there at DragonCon then, so that we can call it Grammy Tammy's matchmaking panel.
Tammy, your daughters don't have any kids yet, right? You actually aren't a Grammy, are you?
Young.
Yeah. Well, I know one of them, but the other one is married now, I think, right?
Oh,
or he's about to get married. But we can still call you Grammy Tammy because it's great. It rhymes. I love it.
Right.
Totally. You just need to run that panel, Tammy. Yeah. Jalou will watch that.
Okay.
I find most people know right away if they're interested in you or not. So the best thing to say is anything. Okay.
Well, okay. Yes. I mean, wait a minute. So we have some people in the chat room. How did you talk to how did you meet? Like, what was your first?
Oh, good. Yeah, let's share those. That's good.
Yeah, share a little bit of how you met your girlfriend/wife when you first talked to them. Like, that'd be fun.
Tammy says yes. If they were born at DragonCon, they could be Drake, small dragon.
Yeah, Drake is a great name.
Let's see here. The best of things are your favorite already. You know what kind of person you want, and you have a pretty good idea of what kind of places they hang out. Okay.
I still think the con is like the best way to do it because it's the most casual.
I agree.
Relaxed. Yeah.
The thing is, that's the thing. I feel like I need to start. I do so many panels. I need to start going to more like these panels where I can meet people at, right? Rather than just like I'm doing a panel and I'm focused on that, right? And then I go to another one, right? And
I have a funny. You know what I don't like about panels is that it actually doesn't invite interaction amongst the audience amongst themselves, unless it's an SGU panel, right?
Well, or a lot of the other panels I do at DragonCon, which are all interactive. The panels I pitch are very interactive and like SGU.
But they interact with you and they interact with the panelists. They don't interact amongst themselves.
Well, generally, no, because you're not supposed to be talking during the panel, right?
Exactly. Right. So you'd have to find a way to make it. You'd have to find a panel in which it encouraged buddying up with somebody. Oh,
what?
Hold on. That would be like that'd actually be kind of cool, like a murder mystery panel or something, where it's like, okay, guys, this is a murder mystery panel. We're gonna do a little skit where somebody dies, and you have to team up with somebody, and like that's a great way for people to meet each other and kind of connect and interact. But
okay.
I'll have to fine tune that one, but I think that would work.
All right. Francis got these ideas.
Yeah,
Find a true connection. It definitely is hard. Absolutely. Yes. The con I like because we're sharing geeky love stuff we love.
Yeah. Yep.
I know it works for me. When getting girls to like me, I help them to get on Super Geeked Up. Okay.
That's one way to do it.
Can you get some single girls that would go out with me? How about that on?
All the single ladies.
Yes, to plan meet cute, right? New panel. Have you met Jeff? Okay, that's funny. That's the name of the panel. Okay, yes. I didn't think you were a grandmother.
Okay.
But maybe, I don't know, maybe in the near future. Well, but she says, I'll be called Grammy Tammy, so they're determined not to have kids.
Oh.
Oh, I understand. All right, yeah. I see your thing there. Spark Match was an AOL Instant Messenger thing. Oh, I do not.
Maybe in person. I guess that does age you because I've never heard of Spark Match, but that's fine.
I never really used the AOL. Yeah, the AOL much. I used to open by asking a small favor, like, do you have a light? Or, hey, could you take a picture of me next to such and such thing, please?
I mean, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff doesn't smoke, but yes.
But the picture thing.
The picture thing.
Could you take a picture of me next to this Panera salad? Sorry.
Yeah.
They're probably like, okay, you're a little weird, but all right.
Sure.
I mean, people do pictures up, post a lot of food stuff. Although at cons, sometimes, I will. It is a good way to talk to cosplayers. If you want a picture of them, then you start talking to them a little bit.
Cosplayers, it's a good way to talk to cosplayers. The thing with cosplayers, though, is I think they're more, I think because they're a cosplayer, they're a little more distracted than the average con goer. Because they have the look and they want to, they're dressed up for a reason. But
they first off, a lot of it's just to have fun. But I mean, a lot of cosplayers are just doing the same exact stuff. They're going to panels, they're doing other stuff. Somewhat you're saying that some of them are. Sometimes they go to get a lot of photos done. And that's cool. And a lot of times just people are asking for photos. But there's plenty of cosplayers that are doing all the same stuff we're doing.
Yeah,
they just want to dress up, man. This is the place to do it, right? This is the place where you feel accepted. You can dress however you want. It's awesome.
No, that's a good point.
I would say smaller cons or cons that have games team ups. I like that. Like that's what you were trying to get at too.
You know what con would have really been good is that strategic con. Because the
one in LA.
Yeah, well, I guess but like similar, right? The tabletop role playing cons make more sense to meet someone there because you're in these settings where you are now forced in. You want to interact with other people, not necessarily people and so you find yourself interacting with folks that you've never met before because they're at the con for whatever reason and they want to play games. They want to, And I think that's a great environment because, again, you have that similar interest, but also you get to put your personality on display by playing the game. So, I don't know. Can we turn that into a dating panel? Let's see.
Victor says, what about handcuffing a random man and woman together? Well, I don't know. You want to release war dogs on them? Is that what you want to do? And they have to run. Oh, maybe they have to try to survive together. Maybe that's.
I don't know how Victor knew how Martha and I met, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. Right. We got handcuffed together, and we had to be together. Otherwise, the war dogs would attack us. So yeah, I get you.
Oh, let's see. Ooh, this is what Scorpio did. Comment on whatever thing. And if they wanted to keep talking, they would. I met a lot of single friends that way. Friends for the day and occasionally the night. Interesting.
Ooh. Comment on whatever thing, and if they want to keep talking. Yeah, that's true. It's that's under the impression with you have an immediate spark with them. That's the tough part. Is like, can you just immediately have that spark and immediately have that connection?
Yeah, I mean,
I think oftentimes that takes time.
And part of the I feel a lot of people. I mean, you and me have talked about obviously introverted, which many people would not know nowadays
or believe.
But a lot of people I feel just also, I don't know, they're introverted or they just want to be doing their own thing, right? And they don't want to be bothered. Like I used to try to sometimes start some conversations on planes, and I stopped that because nowadays I don't really care that much because usually I'm working on stuff for the con, or I got something to read or whatever. I'm falling asleep. Like I got plenty of stuff I can do, right? And not that sometimes I have, and sometimes people have talked to me, and I wish they would stop actually because they're nonstop talking. But sometimes I would just try to start like a little bit just to say, so we're not just sitting there. And a lot of times I would just find, I get the vibe that like, no, I don't want to be talking to anyone. I want to sit here on the fucking plane, listen to my music or watch my thing or just not talk to anyone, right? So that's part of the problem too. I feel like maybe you start talking to someone, they're like, why are you talking to me at all? Like, what are you doing? Like,
that's why
because we've lost some of these social things, I think, too, right? Like,
especially in public, it does have. I feel nowadays the only way you're able to do the conversation thing is at these types at events, because there is now this new with the advent of the music everywhere, podcast, audiobooks everywhere. people are now more often than not, I see it all the time, they have headphones in almost all the time. I have headphones on anytime I'm out. If I'm not with someone, I have headphones on. Not these, but I mean I have my earbuds on.
Yeah.
And I just walk around with my AirPods. I'm always listening to something. And people still talk to me. I really hate it because people still try to have a conversation with me, and I really
see. This is what I'm talking about. You're what I'm talking about. The people who like, go away, stop, jerk, stop talking to me.
It's amazing how they just.
But when you start talking to people, you really get into it. I've seen you.
Well, okay, yes, but I have, but that's when I don't have headphones on though. Those are times when I'm open to it because I'm not listening to something. It's when I'm listening to something that annoys the hell out of me that you're trying to talk to me. I'm trying to listen to something. But you're right. If I don't have headphones on and somebody starts a conversation with me, I'm happy to talk to anybody who wants to talk. I have a good time with that. But yeah, you're right. It's become a little more hostile, I think, when it comes to casual conversations in public places. So you really have to find those communal places where you can talk. Like, I don't know, a place where someone's always there reading a book or writing something in a notepad. Just saying.
Yeah. Scavenger hunts, Tammy says. Find someone who's carrying fan art of a character you like. Take a selfie with them. Interesting.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do, even if I'm someone I'm interested or not, I actually a lot of times I will comment on if they have something I like or they're dressed as a picture, right? And that's just part of why also just if I'm up on a panel, I usually I'm talking to people and start to interact with them and stuff. So
yeah, I
just don't know. It's like so much at cons. It's usually like, oh yeah, that's cool, great, blah blah blah. Ooh, boom, we're going different ways now, right? Like they're off. Like it's so hard to have a sustained thing.
There was one time ever there was a convention. I don't know how I knew this person. I knew her through Twitter. I don't know why I knew her through Twitter, but I knew her through Twitter. And we were met up at a con, we just somehow connected at a con because we just happened to be there at the same time. And we went to a few panels together and talked and stuff. And it was very flirty and very nice. But then we went our separate ways. But it seems like having it's possible to have to be able, if you have that free time to be able to go with them with someone with several panels instead of having to split up like that. Especially if there's that, even if there's not even a spark, but just you can tolerate each other's company, it builds into something.
Oh, that's well, gee, I can tolerate you. So
in other words, they're not ready to get rid of you. Like they're not just gotta go
that
away.
Doesn't sound any better.
No, but because sometimes you're around somebody who's like, oh, you know what, I don't really want to talk. But then you realize, oh, they do like talking to you and they do like having a conversation with you. There may not be romantic feelings or anything quite yet, but the fact that they're continuing and maintaining a conversation with you is a good reason to drop what you're doing and go where they're going, which is what I did. I had other places to go. I didn't want to go to her panels, but I'm like, I dropped that. We're having a good conversation. It's not awkward. It's not weird. So I just went with her to the next panel and the next panel and the next one. And I was like, and it was a great time. But it wasn't but there was not ooh, lovey-dovey, not or even just ooh, attraction. It was just it could have built to it, but it was just hey, we enjoyed this conversation. Let's just keep it going. And I think that's the first step. Which I don't think you give yourself enough opportunity to because you do 150 panels at a convention. So yeah.
Well, that's just Dragon Con.
Well, you give yourself no time whatsoever.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a little less next year. Except, dude, I got to work in time for a dating panel.
I'm telling you, just have super Geeked Up, your the big panels you want to do, and then the one dating panel. Do 5 panels.
No way. That's nothing.
10.
Dragon Con 5 panels is nothing.
10. Do 10. 2 dating panels. 2 dating panels. One on a Friday, one on a Saturday.
No, we got to do it. One of them on a Thursday because that's when a lot before everything starts, or the kind of the preview day, and when a lot of that social stuff happens.
But I thought most people come on a Friday and a Saturday.
There's still a lot of people there on Thursday.
On Thursday, okay. So
no, dude, everybody. I mean, here's the thing. Dragon Con people get in early.
Okay, Thursday and a Friday. Thursday and a Friday panel, 2 panels, both dating panels.
I don't need to do 2. Let's just do one. Let's see if they'll accept one
we'll
first.
play
How about
it
that?
out, yeah.
How about that?
Well, the reason why I say 2 is just, just for fun. I mean, nothing has to happen in the second panel, but the first panel, maybe you're already,
Yeah, kind of like Scorpio was kind of saying, I think what you were saying about like if you strike up a convo, want to check out this booth with me. That is true. That is kind of like if you meet someone you're having a decent conversation with, you want to go to this panel, you want to go to this deal, you want to go to the exhibit hall, check out some of the dealers, that kind of stuff. That's kind of an easy, you're right, a fairly easy thing where it's not really any pressure like when you're on a date, you're just kind of hanging out and having fun.
Yeah, it's like, you like this thing? We should probably check out that panel. Or there's a booth over here that looks really
cool. All the girls I happened to do that with this year were all married or had boyfriends. So a lot of the people I know more.
Your radar was like, are you married or have a boyfriend?
No, okay. I knew they do. I'm just friends with them. But I'm saying is like a lot of the girls I do wind up maybe doing like what you're talking about is they just happen to already be with people, which is great. I mean, they're awesome people and they have great relationships. That's awesome. New panel, super pimped up. All right, we're definitely not calling it that. It's a totally different kind of.
No, super knocked up already works.
No, oh my god, dude, we're not calling it that either.
Sorry.
Then we will be having a lot of pregnancies, I guess, at Dragon.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Hey, Drake. So many Drakes at this convention.
Yeah, right. The next year at DragonCon, like, why are there so many babies named Drake? Listeners Mate says, I had a very short-lived relationship with a girl from the International Fiddlers Convention. I asked her if she helped me fix my G string, which is the top string in the fiddle.
Yeah.
I want you to use that line on a girl who does not play the fiddle, Anthony. See what happens.
Have you heard of night thongs?
Yes. How to marry a super geek. Oh, yes.
That's a good one.
That's a good title.
Oh, that's a good title. That's a really good title. Okay, look, I think because there are, I would say, exponentially more introverts in the geek universe than there is in the regular world. that a geek kind of dating panel fits, because I do think there's a lot of single geeks out there, just by nature, just because we're introverts, just because we're awkward and we don't necessarily know how to talk to people, and we can provide them the advice and whatever, the games, and it could be like a super geek panel because it should involve socializing games that allow just people to socialize.
That's true.
And that's kind of the point of it. Yeah. So
when you said all the single geeks, because you did the single ladies earlier, I just kept thinking in my mind about all the single geeks.
If you can get someone to sing that as they,
we should do like a parody. You know why? Because actually on DragonCon TV, which is something that's broadcast all through DragonCon and all the hotels, which I actually watched for the first time because when I was in the room, I would have it on. They, besides showing some of the panels, which you can watch there, they do these skits like they had pre-recorded, and they're kind of like corny, geeky skits. So that would be like a perfect skit for DragonCon TV.
We just have to find people who can actually sing.
And dance. Although even though we do plenty of singing on the show for some reason.
We do, but we don't sing. We don't actually have the natural. So
Bad Plan Victor says he has. Jeff sells
chances to win a date.
Chances to win a date. The money raised goes to good cause.
There you go. They do that though. There's a lot of there are dating kind of like auctions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so we need to save that for the musical episode of SGU, all the single geeks. And Tammy, her husband did not consider my nerd geek life a plus, but he's come around. He just loved a woman in uniform. That's right, because she was in the Navy and the Army. Well, I can wear a geeky uniform, like a cosplay uniform.
But I think the fact that you because I don't necessarily wave my geek flag as much as some other people, but like you wear your.
I always wear a geeky shirt. Always.
I mean, this is for work though. I go to work. I go to an office, so I have to wear somewhat semi, like with a collar at the very least. So I don't wear my geeky shirts as often as I'd like to, but you have it you have it all the time, and I think I wish you could, especially because the girl that you're like mildly, attracted to at that place. If you could only say something to where it piques her interest and she talks to you, like that would be the cool thing. It's like you say something or you wear something or there's something on you that piques the interest. Because I wear a Darkwing Duck, Batman, the animated series hybrid T-shirt, and people say what a cool T-shirt I have all the time. Oh man, this is a cool T-shirt. It's always dudes though. Ugh.
That's the thing. I get compliments on my shirt too, but it's always guys.
The only time I get a lot of female, and this is gonna sound weird, but the only time I've ever gotten a lot of female, like that's a great shirt, was when I wore my Scott Pilgrim shirts. When I wore my Scott Pilgrim shirts when the movie was out, so many girls would say like, "I love your shirt." I'm like, "Thanks." I was single at the time. I'm like, "Oh, hello, ladies." So I don't know, but yeah.
Scorpio says, "There's nothing on this earth sexier, believe me, gentlemen, than a woman you have to salute in the morning."
Well, that's just called morning wood.
But yeah, I was like, "How are you saluting her? Like with what?"
Anyway, we'll have to
maybe this will be a recurring segment: geeky dating advice.
You know what? I'm curious what Gigi would say.
Oh shit! Maybe we should ask her next week.
Yeah, I'm curious because she's been.
Maybe we'll just ask every guest until I find a girlfriend.
I don't see why not. I
actually think she'd probably have some great advice.
Just put up a flag and hope for a friend. I mean, yeah.
Again, does the flag mean his dick?
I think it's my dick.
Hey, did you know in some parallel alternate universe we got married? Wait, that might work on a panel about sliders.
You know what? The one line
I don't say anything stupid like
the one line I've ever said. Oh, have a good night, Victor.
Thank you, Victor. Think of more ways I can get a date, please, and tell me tomorrow.
I think the only pickup line I ever used that someone found at least funny was, "Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by you again?"
What? That worked?
They giggled, then they thought it was funny.
Oh my god! I never thought that would work.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like they were impressed. You know, they thought it was silly and stupid. But
did you start talking to them, or did you just keep?
Yeah, I talked to them. I ended up talking to them, but it was just super. It was also the way I said it. It's like, hey, you know, because I have the, hey, do you believe in love at first sight, or do I have to walk by you again? And they're like, oh, what? And they just laugh. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, you're. And then I just sat by them and we just had a conversation. Nothing happened from it, but it was a line that seemed to. It was dumb enough and was said silly enough that they found it funny, and you know, it broke the ice.
All right. Tell me your best dating advice. Great question for any interview, Scorpio says.
Actually, I agree. I'm going to do that for all of my new. When I go back to Philadelphia, I'm going to do that for all my panels.
You better bring me to Philadelphia. Is what you better do.
I know. I got to get you. Well, yeah, I got to get you over there.
Tell me. We got to talk afterwards. Tell me when they're doing it, because that's not that far from me.
It's unfortunately, I don't know if it even exists anymore. In all honesty.
Ah, boo.
I know. It sucks, but. If they do bring it back, I want it. Yeah, I'll make sure you come.
All right. Well, thank you very much, folks. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
I'll keep you updated on any progress.
I like it.
All right. So let's see here. All right. That's it, actually. So yeah, thanks, folks. That's our show. We are going to do after hours right after this. If you're a Patreon supporter, you can go to patreon.com/supergeekedup. And join us. We're gonna do more of a more thorough talk about Shang-Chi, but don't worry, we can avoid spoilers if you haven't seen it. And we're actually, since we didn't get to talk about it last week, we actually will talk about FrefCon. We're gonna start actually really seriously preparing this now, I think, and organizing this, because we got to have this happen. And it's also a great spot for you to bring any of your single friends. Okay. Seriously, I think FrefCon is a great chance for me to find someone.
Yeah.
So we'll talk that and any other geeky thing you want to talk about, of course. Supergeekedup.com, folks, is where you can find all the geeky stuff. Remember, there's a link right to the Super Knocked Up Bella story. Would love it if you can give those a read and a thumbs up and a review if you have a chance. SincereSarcasm.net is where Francis does online friend simulator, right? Friendship?
Yes, and it's a brand new episode out now. All about being grateful and thankful.
Great. Awesome. And all right, there you go, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Next week, remember, Gigi Edgley from Farscape is going to be our guest. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be super fun. Please join us for that. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your pets. I don't know. Tell everyone.
Especially your pets.
Yes.
That's the audience we want the most.
Well, she did the Creature Shop Challenge, and those, maybe the pets like the Muppet creatures. They like to look at them.
There you go.
Anyway, so yes, please join us for that, folks. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you then. We'll see some of you for After Hours, the rest of you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, folks, for watching live. If you're watching in post, thank you as well. And we'll see you soon. Until then, stay geeky, everybody.